And look at this screenshot, man. I mean, what the hell? Please adopt me. I need it. Someone comments on David's TikTok. He replies, at 0907, should we?
0907. Wait, is that Celeste's birthday? Oh my God. Ugh, ew. Oh my, why, bruh? Why? All right, man, the question on everyone's mind. Why hasn't David gotten arrested yet? There's hella evidence stacked on him. It should be pretty easy to send him in, right? Well, there's a lot more to it than just that, man. There's a lot more to it than just that, man. We're going to get into this video by Cuff Boys. Shout out Cuff Boys, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's go.
David has canceled all remaining U.S. tour dates, including his upcoming LA show, as the medical examiner continues to determine the cause of death. A lot of people are asking, how is this guy not arrested yet? With an investigation like this, the LAPD has to get this right. They can't mess up at all. I have a post from someone who says they're an attorney and they explain how it works. But first, the internet detectives are out again. And look at this screenshot, man. I mean, what the hell? Please adopt me. I need it. Someone comments on David's TikTok. He replies, at 0907, should we?
0907. Wait, is that Celeste's birthday? Oh my God. Ugh, ew. Oh my, why, bruh? Why?
Do you see what's familiar about 0907? Look down here. It's Celeste's birthday. So clearly he was mentioning Celeste's TikTok, asking her, should we adopt this random fan? Like kind of as a joke, you know what I mean? Isn't that sickening? This is an underage girl he's asking that to. He is straight up asking a child to adopt a child with him. If this is her TikTok, which, I mean, let's be honest, it looks like it's her TikTok, right? The birthday thing. What's the obsession with this birthday situation? Like the uploading of music on her birthday too. Like this is all so bizarre to me. Hi guys, I'm an attorney. I do not practice criminal law, but I got an award for criminal procedure, so I like to think I know a thing or two about it. I also practice civil rights law, which has involved lawsuits against the police department for procedural due process violations. That said, I have no practical criminal law experience, only some criminal pro, so I can only speculate on what is routine/common versus what is abnormal, especially in California. I'm not licensed in California. None of this is legal advice. With this popular of a case, there's a lot of pressure on detectives to get this right. That means being thorough. In order to make arrests, you have to have probable cause that the crime has been committed. This has to be backed by evidence, which the DA presents to a judge. If there's anything wrong with the evidence, the case can be dismissed. Usually they can bring charges again if evidence is gathered at a later point. But in order to make sure that doesn't happen, each individual piece of evidence must be independently verified. They have to track down the source of each photo, of each message, and ensure that it came from accounts belonging from David or Celeste, and determine that message has not been altered. So what he's saying is, like the Discord messages, text messages, all these texts we've seen, they have to get a search warrant for this shit. Like, and verify it's actually Celeste and David. Search warrants take time. This is required for each piece.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, there is an amount of evidence against, bro, but it's like the cops can't just look at that and be like, oh, boom, he did it. Nah, bro, nah, because they could be like, oh yeah, this and this happened and this happened. And bro, one slip up in this case and it could change the whole trajectory of what's going on. One slip up, bro. They got to make sure they get everything right. So I know in the past couple of videos, I was like, yo, bro, why has he been arrested? But doing my research now, like, bro, this shit is going to take some time, bro. And I'm telling you when I say this, bro, I would rather it take time and shit actually be what it is and them get through this and arrest bro and give him the due process and all that, bro. I would rather that happen than for this to just go by quickly and for there to be mess ups to happen. And now David's defense can be like, oh yeah, nah. Y'all messed this and this up. He gets to go free. You know, I'd rather this shit take time than for it to not take time. You feel me?
Documentary evidence to be admissible in court is used to prove the veracity of evidence. This takes time and can lead down other little rabbit holes. For example, if they have a lot of evidence from the Dean Blunt Lover account, that's an Instagram account that some people think is Celeste's like hidden Instagram account. I wasn't able to find it. I think it's gone now. They have to subpoena Snapchat to ensure that it was actually Celeste's account. Oh, this is talking about the Snapchat. I saw an Instagram account. Or get sworn affidavits from witnesses who can testify to that fact. What's really critical is that if any evidence is obtained without a warrant or insufficient evidence to obtain a warrant, that evidence is deemed fruit of of the poisonous tree and cannot be used at trial. They have very specific rules they have to follow concerning each step of the investigation, and it takes time, especially when most of the evidence that we have is digital and is coming from hundreds of accounts. They definitely have David under surveillance so that he cannot leave or hurt other people. He probably was told not to leave the country, which is in part why his tour was canceled. Yeah, a lot of people are obviously reporting his tour is canceled, especially the overseas dates that are coming up. I'm surprised he still did shows apparently after the body was found in general, but once his body was ID'd to the public, this tour was over. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way he's going to go on. The police are dotting their I's and crossing their T's to ensure that David's defense will not be able to have the case dismissed or evidence withheld at trial. They also have an interest in presenting an overwhelming case in anticipation of obtaining a plea agreement, likely to protect her family from a very public and exploitative trial. Finally, they may suspect that David had multiple co-conspirators and may be investigating any leads related to that before they make an arrest. That's another thing. There could be a lot of people involved in this. Like I said in my last video, if it wasn't David, it's someone he knows, bro. A minor that he was allegedly in a romantic relationship with ends up dead in his car near his house. There could be a lot of people involved in this whole shit show, bro. And let's not forget the fact that she was dismembered and they only found parts of her body and the front trunk. Each day, bro, I still can't believe this is a real story. This is so disturbing. It strengthens their case substantially if they can get other people to cooperate who are willing to testify against David in exchange for a lighter sentence. David or anyone he knows is accused of doing this. If they can flip...
Oh, yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. If there are like people around him that were also involved, like maybe like the people he paid off to like not say anything, bro, they can get put on as co-conspirators, bro, and they can get some time too. I ain't gonna lie. They can definitely get some time, bro.
Conspirators, they are much more likely to get a confession that they can use in court and ensure a victory. They need to confirm things such as her cause of death. I had some people comment like, what the fuck are you talking about? Her cause of death is murder. They need an official cause of death from the autopsy with the exact cause of death.
Bro, that autopsy is going to be one of the key pieces in this case, bro. One of the key pieces in this case. So wait for the autopsy, bro. I know people are going to be like, yo, bro, obviously your cause of death is that the third. Yes, we think so, but bro, there's a method to the madness, bro. There's a reason why they're waiting for this autopsy to come out, bro. So not only can they be like, oh yeah, this is what happened, she got murdered, but they can also fucking see how it happened and maybe get some fingerprints to see who did it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because that can change how they charge people to determine whether he should be charged with murder or dismemberment of a corpse. And then if she was murdered, when did it happen? Was it premeditated? They need to be able to allege each element of each crime they charge him with. You can't just say, looks like he did it. You have to be able to reasonably claim that he caused her death, among other things, using actual evidence. If they want to charge him with murder in first degree, they have to allege facts based on evidence. That David had malice aforethought. Every charge has to be broken down in each individual element supported by probable cause. They can raise or lower, or even drop charges after discovering more evidence. But that initial bar is critical to ensure that charges stick. If all strong evidence they get later is based or unverified sham evidence, it all gets thrown out. You would think that they have enough to get him on abduction at least, but if it's true that people in Celeste's family knew or accepted money at any point, they may need more evidence to demonstrate he didn't have their permission to take Celeste. It's very complicated. Here's talk about a search warrant. When the police have a search warrant for you, it's usually for a good reason. The fact that they are able to obtain a search warrant for his electronic devices and his home means that a judge agreed there was reasonable suspicion to believe a crime had been committed in the house he was renting. Or at least the crime had occurred in the home, specifically David's computer, contained evidence relating to that crime. It's a strong indication that an arrest is to follow. They aren't going to release any information until that happens. However, because they don't want to startle David into running, fighting, or hurting himself. So that's a very basic explanation on why this is taking...
I ain't gonna lie, like I said, bro, I will not be surprised if he does, though. I will not be surprised if bro takes the top off his drop top, you know, takes the helmet off of his costume. Mascot costume. I don't know how else to say, you know. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Now the fleeing the country thing, that's gonna be a little harder. I know I said in the past couple of videos I won't be surprised if he does that either, but that's hard because he can't go on a plane. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you got a warrant, you got this, that, and the third for you, bro. You can't leave the country. He could also leave by boat, but that's also pretty tricky too. I don't know, but yeah, I'm voiding out the whole leaving the country thing.
So long, and it's an educated guess from someone who's saying there's a lawyer. It all sounds right to me. The next thing that is going around today is now a screenshot that says 1 year ago, me and @deleted user got a kid on the way, and the @deleted user people are saying is Celeste, and now the internet is running with it that he got her pregnant, and that's why he killed her, because that's obviously one of the theories. Theory, honestly, I think that was just a joke. I've seen people joke around about having a kid all the time in group chats and shit, and he's a popular artist. So
I have it. Hey Brody, I don't know what group chats you in, but I haven't. Actually, no, I've been in one, but that girl was actually kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. She like genuinely had niggas scared. But yeah, I haven't been in a bunch of group chats where like that has happened. Niggas don't be joking about having kids.
And we don't even know for sure this deleted user was actually Celeste anyway. In Discord, remember someone said in 2024, release that certain song about the missing girl, and they put Celeste's full name in there in the group chat. David's Discord mods, the people that handle his Discord, have responded. And they're saying, we, the Discord and Twitch staff team, want to clarify what we knew and what we didn't know regarding Celeste. We were not aware of her true age or that she was a missing person. We also did not have any contact with her outside of what was public. From what we shared in David's Twitch streams, and from her role in the server, we understood her to be around 18 or 19. She appeared in 2 streams, but otherwise was not active in the server, and we do not have an ongoing communication with her. Most of us are not located in California, so we are not aware of any missing persons reports connected to her. Additionally, the staff team has had minimal contact with David or his management. And here's the big part. The mention of her full name within the server was not seen in real time due to how fast the chat moves when David pings everyone. That's actually true with Discord. If the person pings everyone in the chat, it does move very quickly. Discord chats can move very fast.
Yeah,
so maybe
and I guess the moderators aren't gonna scroll back up to a text that happened a year ago. You know, I see that happening. I see that
this name and just never saw it. But who knows if they're lying or not. As a result of this situation, the majority of the staff team has left the server and we no longer associate with David. Another Discord mod posted this. Yes, I was
Discord too.
Mod
they
for
said,
David.
fuck
no,
no,
we
fuck
did not
that
know
boy.
anything. Everybody's attacking my friends. Please leave us alone. We hate him as much as you do. All we can do is hope for justice served for that young girl's family and they can get closure they deserve. The only thing that was known is that he had a girlfriend named Celeste. We weren't aware of her age or anything. We barely had contact with David or his label.
And now that I'm hearing there's more Celeste out there. Like he wasn't fucking with just one, apparently, allegedly, which is insane, bro. And there's also rumors going around saying he has a second body. I don't know the validity to that, but yeah.
One person mentioning the full name of the missing girl wasn't seen by many of us because of how fast the chat was moving when David pinged the whole server. The misinformation on the internet is crazy. That has been a narrative on Twitter that the Discord chat is like well aware of everything and they're in on it and they know that she's underage and they're fine with it. I honestly do believe that some of these Discord mods missed it, but at the same time, it's very suspect. This whole thing is so fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up. Another video from June 2024 has surfaced of Celeste walking backstage. At least people are saying it's Celeste, and it does kind of look like her. And apparently she did dye her hair at some point. They're saying
that's
this
her?
is Celeste. It definitely.
I mean, this is the right skin color. I don't know if she dyed her hair, but yeah, this is looking like the yeah. I don't know if it is her, but it kind of does look like her a little bit.
Could be her.
But the thing is blurry, so.
Another thing going around about the Tesla cameras. People don't know that Tesla cameras don't save footage unless you have a setting on that drains a lot of battery. You have to have Sentry mode on and a hard drive in your car that doesn't constantly go over the footage. I have a Tesla, and for me to save footage, I literally have to hit record, and it records like the last few minutes.
Yeah, bro. People were like, "Yo, where's the footage from the Tesla? Where's the gang?" You have to have a certain setting on, and that setting literally drains battery. That's the reason why no one really has Sentry mode on, unless you're like super paranoid or like in an area where like you think shit's gonna happen, or you just have the battery enough to do that, you know.
If I never hit record,
or if you're at like a charging station,
that footage is gone because I don't have the big hard drive in my car. Like you have to buy an extra hard drive and then put a setting on that drains your fucking battery. So it's like very inconvenient. I highly doubt this Tesla had this footage. I'm going to be honest. Like, that's not how Teslas work, sadly. Yeah. And Tesla doesn't keep any footage on, like, a cloud server. That's not a thing either. So that's another question that's being passed around a lot. But, yeah, the police are working on this. They're going to figure it out. I mean, they have a dismembered 14-year-old girl in a car. They're going to figure it out. Trust me. Bro. Celeste GoFundMe is down in the pinned comment for her funeral. Rest in peace. I don't.
Jeez, yeah, bro. Rest in peace, Celeste, bro. And I'm going to say this again. I feel like every adult in her life, like, failed her, bro. Not every, but, like, holy shit, bro. It's like the more and more I think about it, the more and more it's just like, fuck, bro. She was like 15 when she died, bro. 15. That's like, that is a small percentage of your life, bro. Imagine how much more life she had to live, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. But I've seen the GoFundMe. They've raised, I think, like over $20,000, which is great. great, man. And yeah, bro. I hope that money goes to the funeral actually though, and it's like going in someone else's pocket. I have my suspicions about that, but yeah, man. Rest in peace, Celeste. I really hope that if there are any other girls that have had an experience with David or something like that, I hope they speak out too. Like, now's your time to speak out, you know? Because now it's like, before it was like nobody probably would have believed you. Now people gonna believe you. And yeah, it's that's all for me today. Y'all be safe out here, especially my young women. Please be safe. I love y'all, and I'm seeing y'all in the next video. Peace.